Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Smith Transport Weekly Newscast. For those of you that are new, every Thursday we release a newscast to Smith Transport's Facebook page, to our YouTube account, and also to our LinkedIn page. So please like or subscribe, and you can stay tuned and get all the news firsthand here from Smith Transport. So this week, the first Thursday in August, can you believe we're only 141 days away from Christmas? What? So enjoy the hot weather while it lasts, but make sure you start to put your coats and get ready for your winter gear that'll come out so soon. So this week on the newscast, our photos won't be photos of the week, they'll be photo favorites. I'll be picking some of my favorite photos that drivers and Smith Transport office and shop associates have sent to us and making them into a video for you to see. Our What's Cooking segment is a throwback from Kirk and Peggy in June. I thought it was so good, it's worth repeating again. This is a great idea for those of you that camp out there as well as drivers for eating healthy on the road. Our driver to driver this week is with Glenn Hollywood Merrill. And he talks to you about a new Facebook private group called Smith Transport Drivers Lounge. It's a place for drivers to ask questions without judgment. Easy little things that you need to figure out as you work into the Smith Transport way of life. There's experienced drivers, our dedicated drivers, over-the-road drivers, new drivers, a little bit of everyone to help work through those. They also post a question of the day every day as we get to know each other better. It is a great place for drivers to turn for information or to help answer questions. We need our senior drivers on there as well. Payroll will be here, Brittany with the Payroll Minute, and also the tobacco forms are due tomorrow, so I'll air Jen's message again on those tobacco forms. Our first story on the newscast this week is amazing. So in 2011, Lindsay Lawler heard about the Transportation Carriers Association, the TCA, and the Highway Angel program awarded to drivers that go above and beyond to help motorists along the nation's highways. She was so inspired, she wrote a song called Highway Angel and dedicated it to this group of drivers that are awarded these. So if you fast forward that video, you will get to the 55-second mark and notice the angel that shows up to help her in the video is driving a Smith Transport truck. But this week, we are proud to say that our very first driver, Kirk Shepard, has been entered into that prestigious group of drivers, the Highway Angel for the TCA. Now, if you stay tuned, Kirk didn't realize I was videotaping he and Joe as he was telling Joe the story. It's also outlined in a letter that will be part of that news segment as well. But we are just, it's amazing. We are so thankful that we have drivers like Kirk in our fleet of elite drivers, and we just want to reach out again and say thank you, Kirk, for all you do. And of course to him he said, I was just doing what anyone else would do. It's hard for him to see himself as a hero, but he's a hero to us and also the Highway Angel program. So up first in the newscast, let's hear more about Kirk.
But I could tell immediately that something was wrong with him, like he was high or something, because he was holding on to the steering wheel with his left hand. Airbags had deployed, but he wouldn't let it go. Yeah. So two other guys who were going westbound 176, they stopped and they came. I was in the car and I'm trying to peel his fingers off the steering wheel, and I just happened to glance at the hood and I see flame coming up and smoke. So I'm like, dude, get him out. The car's on fire. So I just ran back to my truck, grabbed the extinguisher, came back over, put the fire out. By that time, the sheriff's deputies had come, a nurse had stopped, they had gotten him out, the police had come, the city police, I think it was Knightstown or something like that. They came, and we were just, looking after him. Mm-hmm. So they had asked if I was the one who called 911. I said, yeah. So the sergeant, can't remember his name, but he said what you did was a good thing because you probably saved, people from getting in a wreck, and you saved him because you don't know what his condition is. Absolutely. I think they gave him, one of the sheriff's deputies gave him Narcan on the scene, so that kind of revived him a little bit. Yeah. So he kind of snapped back into it. But the nurse, what was really stood out for me was And then she opened his eyes because she started taking his vitals. And then she opened his eyes and she shone that little flashlight. His pupils were fixed. And I know that only happens when somebody's dead. So it means that he had to be under the influence of something.
Right.
You know, and that's what had him swerving all over the highway. So I was like, look, let me call the police before this dude kills somebody, kills himself. Right? And that's what I did.
Well, listen. I mean, so I know you say that's all you did, but at the end of the day, you didn't need to do any of that. You could have just minded your business and go down the road. But you chose to do something a little extraordinary that day, and it's nice that Truckload Carrier is recognizing you of that, and as important for us. We're delighted to have professional drivers day in and day out go above the call to duty like you did, and like I know you'll do again, and like countless number of our drivers do. So that's why we just want to say obviously thank you, but also recognize you, give you a couple gifts, and just appreciate you for what you do.
Yeah, I appreciate it very much.
Man. Thank you very much.
Hey, welcome to this week's edition of Anniversaries, and of course you got me, Gary Ernest here, and you got Rob R.D. Miller here. So we're going to get started with this week's Anniversaries because we got some very important anniversaries coming up this week.
Yes, we do.
And,
we do.
We
one in particular. One.
I don't know who that would be.
Important person.
I don't know who that is, but we'll
get
get started.
He may be in this room right now.
We'll get started. Here
All
we
right,
go.
we're going to start off. Greg Humes, 27 years. Congratulations. Robbie Hill down in Atlanta, 21 years. Congratulations. Dustin Johns, 14 years. Kevin Schneider, 12 years. Gregory Pence, 10 years. Lloyd Voss, 9 years. Tyson Hall, 8 years. Timothy Shropshire, 6 years. And the man, Gary Ernest, 50 years old, last week. 5 years.
He still won't give up on this 50 years old.
He's
I'm
50.
only 49.
You're 50.
But that's okay. 50.
5 years. Gary Ernest, the man, the legend.
All right. Well, thank you, Rob.
Yes.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. You're a very important co-host.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so we'll go. We'll spin right into it. Edward Elliott, 4 years. Janelle Grapes, 3 years. Lawrence Neese, 2 years. Richard Shepard, 2 years. Barry Hayden, 1 year. Ken Barletta, 1 year.
I like Kenny.
Kenny Barletta, yeah.
Kenny Barletta.
Gavin Smith, 1 year. Darren Yorkman, 1 year. And Shannon Gore, 1 year. So, hey, conclusion of every Anniversaries, we always like to say, be safe out there. It's very important to our company and the community. Do everything you can. If you have any questions, contact your driver managers. And thank you for everything you do out there. We'll talk to you next week.
Be safe.
Evening, everyone. This is Hollywood here at DHL and at JFK. I want to talk to you tonight a little bit about the brotherhood and sisterhood here at Smith Transport. Have you ever been out on the road, you encounter an issue you don't quite have the answer to, you may not have the number to someone that can help you? Well, here at Smith, we've developed a web page to help you with that. If you go on Facebook and look up Smith Transport Driver's Lounge, you'll see a brotherhood and sisterhood that's being slowly grown. There, you can ask questions, you can post photos. Everything you need is right there. Everybody from senior drivers all the way down to the guy that started yesterday can come and join and ask, put their inputs, and things like that. We hope to see you there. Have a great one.
I'm Jen from HR.
And I'm Brittany from Payroll. Today we're going to discuss the payroll portion. Will be just a reminder regarding your pay. We have a lot of drivers that have money that go in their ComData cards, and that money is always put on the ComData cards Friday mornings between 5 and 6 a.m. Now, if you have questions about how to get your money off of your card, you can always revert back to the pamphlet that we issued you with your card, or just give us a call and we can happily explain to you. We also have emails that with the instructions that we can send you or your driver manager if needed. Just let us know, and you can always call our office. Jen will have the numbers for our extensions listed below for you. Just remember, any money that goes to your bank account will be there Thursdays between whatever time your bank makes it available, actually, unless there's a Thursday holiday, in which case it'll be there Friday mornings between 5 and 6 a.m. But you don't have to worry about that until Thanksgiving of this year, so you're good. And again, if you have questions on how to get the money off of your card, revert back to this pamphlet. And thank you for everything you do for us.
All right, for HR, I'm just putting this out there, last push for the tobacco forms. So if you have health insurance, we need a tobacco form on you. If not, you could be charged the $10 extra fee. And that also goes if you have a spouse on your insurance. They also need to complete their portion, or you could be looking at $20, $10 for each of you. So last push, forms are due by August 7th, so please get your forms in. Thank you.
Hey everybody, this is Kirk in truck number 2991. For those of you that know me, you know I'm blessed to have my wife Peggy in the truck with me cooking some awesome meals. Jen had reached out and asked if we would do a video. Neither one of us are very comfortable doing this, but with some prodding I was able to convince Peggy to do it. The savings financially and the benefits health-wise, you can't put a price on. You know, not eating the truck stop foods and everything. So 95% of our meals are cooked right here in the truck. You know, every now and then we'll have a cheat day where we'll suck it up and, you know, if we're tired or get shut down late, we'll eat at a truck stop. But 95% of the meals are cooked here in the truck. Before I hand it over to Peggy with her meal prep for tonight, just wanted to let everybody know that she has a page. It's called Peggy's Interstate Diner. You can check it out, give it a like. You'll see a bunch of pictures of the stuff that she's prepared in the truck. And if you have any questions, you can just direct message her. But other than that, I'm going to turn it over to Peggy.
I'm going to give you a quick video. I'm going to try and not babble on, but the biggest thing I do is meal prep for the week. I have all my meals prepped out and ready to go, so when we're shut down, it makes it easier. If Kurt wants to scan over and see all my vegetables and my chicken, everything's cut up for 2 people for the night, my spices and his green olives. So I'm going to start in just a few minutes, and I'm going to spray the pan with virgin oil spray, olive oil spray. Make sure it's nice and greased. I'm going to drop my carrots in towards the center. My potatoes. And then I'm going to cover them. Putting my skillet up on medium, and I'm going to let them steam till they're cooked halfway through, and then we'll move on to the next step. I'm going to add my salt and pepper. I like sea salt. And he likes some extra pepper, so we're going to be spicing that up with some pepper. That's pretty much it till they are steamed half. The potatoes and the carrots are halfway done, and they're starting to brown up really nice. So now I'm going to add my onions to my potatoes, which of course already got cut up from before. I'm going to add my string beans, fresh string beans, to the top of the carrots to steam them.
going to add my chicken breast, boneless chicken breast. You see how my pan's nice and searing up. I'm going to put my chicken right in the middle of that. Right on the hot spot. And now I'm going to add my lemon pepper seasoning. I've already turned my burner down because you don't want to cook chicken at a high temperature because it makes it tough. That's all I'm going to add to the chicken. I'm going to cover it back up and I'm going to let it simmer for approximately 20 minutes and it should be done. I will also in the meantime stir up the home fries, the potatoes and the onions and be good to go. Supper is done. Everything is cooked thoroughly, steamed, and you can see I have lots of juices in the bottom which helps keep the chicken moist and juicy. I did add a few extra spices into my food. I added some Italian seasoning onto my home fries, some minced garlic, some more salt and pepper, and this is a lemon pepper by Pampered Chef that I use on our chicken tonight.